Hey everybody, this is Mark Nelson. I believe I have this started out right. I am using a brand new platform tonight, so I'm kind of hopefully this is showing to everybody. If you can put in the question and answer, just give me a yahoo. You can see this. I would really love it. Just to make sure I can see you're seeing my screen and seeing me and hearing me and seeing if everything's all right. I would just appreciate that big time. So if you just type yes or no in the question and answer, I would love it. Okay, so I'm assuming everything's happening. So here we go. I'm going to shut off question A, and now we're going to get going. Glad you're all here, and now we're live. Tonight, I am going through your blueprint to freedom, and I'm talking about your home-based business and your whether it's a network marketing business or a physical training business or whatever you have, but this is your blueprint to freedom and something that I had a chance to take part of to build my business up. So here's what's going on tonight, and see if I can get my screen going. Well, it worked earlier, so now we're kind of goofy. And how do I get my next screen going here? Now that is crazy. So I tried this afternoon and everything was going. And now it's not going. That doesn't make any sense at all. So I know you're seeing my screen, and I'm trying to get my so as I play around with this, let's see what I get going here. And I'm sorry for this malfunction. I hope this thing works. If not, we'll just have to go a different time. So I think I got it right now. Hey, there we go. I just had to switch screens. Man, this is funny. And again, I apologize for that because I've been doing webinars for a long time and I have just switched to a different platform. So I'm kind of scrambling a little bit. But here's what we're going to do tonight. Tonight, you're going to discover a simple formula to generate more leads, make more sales, and build your home business lightning fast. I'm very sincere about that. But you're going to do this without prospecting, cold calling, buying leads, chasing family or friends, or getting rejected ever again. And I have done every one of these things. So it wasn't working for me. I just want to show you something that can help you get your business steered. So here's my promise to you tonight. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. No hyper fluff. You're going to know exact blueprint to be successful in your business and manifest all your dreams. And I don't know what your dreams are. You know, it could be to quit your day job, pay off your debts, maybe make more time for your family or yourself. I don't know what your dreams are, but we all have dreams in this world. So this is what it's all about, is to show you how you can change your stuff. So I promise by the end of this webinar, you're going to have the knowledge and solutions so that you can take your business to the next level. I promise to show you how this formula will allow you to generate all the leads you're ever going to need to become a top producer in any direct sales, multi-level, or direct to your program, or any other business for that matter. And finally, I promise you the ability to provide yourself and your family with everything you want out of life and the peace of mind that comes with it. So as we get started tonight, very important the amount of information I'm going to go through with you tonight. And it's not going to take that long. This is going to last a half hour to maybe 45 minutes. But what I want you to do is just eliminate any outside distractions. Because I've been on webinars where, you know, my phone was on. So shut off your phones, get in a quiet room, turn off your Facebook, your email. If you have Skype, shut that down. And just take out a notebook so you can take some notes. Very important things we're going over today. And then make sure you stay to the end of this webinar, because at the end of this webinar, I'm going to give you access to a 90-minute Facebook training. with a 77-page companion PDF, and it's yours free at the very end. I'll give you a link where you can access that. Very exciting training that we put together. But first I get started, let me talk to you about my story. See, this started all in 2007. And what was going on, I was teaching. I still teach. I'm a middle school, high school math teacher, and I'm helping kids every day. And I really feel that's my calling. So I help kids. But at the same time, there were a couple things really bugging me. And I can't emphasize enough. See, I grew up in an entrepreneurial family, and I wanted the same lifestyle for my family and the lifestyle my parents gave us. See, I grew up in a small town. This is Cumberland, Wisconsin, northwest Wisconsin. And it's called the Island City. It's a very small town. You can see our city sitting in here. And if you look at this red arrow, that's where I grew up. We moved out there in 8th grade. My parents had a hardware store. We weren't rich. My dad worked very hard. There were 5 kids in the family. My mom stayed at home and helped raise us. But it was the lifestyle we had. You know, the freedom we had. See, my dad worked very hard, you know, Monday through Saturday, took Thursdays off. He loved to golf, so he took Thursdays afternoon to golf. But if we had things going on, he was with us. That was the lifestyle. That was the freedom that we grew up in. And we're growing up in a different society today. But at the same time, that's what I wanted for my family. So teaching, I never knew I was going to get that full pension from teaching. And how teaching works, to get a full pension, you have to be in teaching for 30 years. And if you're in for 30 years, they give you about half of your salary. Maybe they say 60%, but it's not quite. So if you're making $50,000, I might be getting $25,000 to $28,000. At the same time, see, I didn't go into teaching right away. I went into business with my dad. So I was never going to get that full teaching, that full pension. And it kind of scared me. You know, retirement scared me. It made me nervous. You know, I knew we were going to be okay, but we just wanted more out of life. You know, we wanted to have the same lifestyle my parents gave us. My wife and I loved travel. We wanted to travel. We wanted to help our kids more than we could. So what I did in 2007, I started looking for a way to make residual, or what people call passive income. And I think this is the best definition I can give you. So it's making money while you're sleeping or when you're on the beach. See, my wife and I like to travel. So if we were traveling somewhere for a month or two, residual income is income that's being made while we're on our vacation, while we're not working. And I wanted to find that. So I started looking. I started searching around. And remember, again, this was 2007, 2008. So I thought it was real estate. If you remember where I came from, that small town, I bought a couple rental homes in that town. And it was okay. But I really didn't know real estate well. See, because when the roof was bad, I had to pay for a new roof. If the furnace went out, I had to pay for the furnace. So it was residual income until something happened. If somebody moved out, I didn't have that income coming in anymore. And to tell you the truth, in 2007, 2008, see what was going on in that time period was banks wanted to lend money. So you can get no down payment. You know, if you could breathe and virtually write your name on a loan application, they really would give you a loan if you had pretty decent credit. And that's what I did. So after these 2 rentals, I kind of gambled. I kind of went for it. And I bought a couple new places that I was going to turn around, fix up, and sell. But you know, even though I heard about this, I didn't plan for it. See, in 2008, there was a real estate bubble going on, and we were told all the investors in real estate knew this was happening. But I don't know if I didn't pay attention to it, or I just ran a gamble, or I just kind of got very confident and thought I was going to make it. But guess what? It caught me. Wiped us out financially. Now, the best thing about it is that I had a job. So I still had creditors coming at me, but I had income because I was teaching. So we were surviving, trying to pay people off, but we still got wiped out financially. Had to go into foreclosure. I never want to go through that again in my life. It just was not a fun situation. So we started building ourselves back up, right? Because again, I had a job. We had 2 kids at home. My wife stayed at home. She started working part-time. We started building our finances back up. And it was working a little bit. And then 2011 came on, and life throws stuff at people, right? So this is not a woe is me. This is what just happened to us. I was diagnosed with colon cancer. I had major surgery in June 2011. And this is a picture of me, and I love this. I show this a lot to people because I really think it was, you know, if you know nurses in a hospital, they make you get up and make you walk. And I have a little smirk on my face because this was my second walk. It's like I made it. I knew I could survive this surgery. And then I had to start chemo though. See, my surgery was in June, so they let me recover, let me build back up. Remember, I'm still trying to build our finances back up. In August, chemo started. Now, I don't know if you know anybody with chemo or had has gone through this, or maybe you have, but chemo is a drug that's, I don't want to say it's amazing, but what it does is it kills all cells, good and bad, and it builds. So what happened in August, I was still teaching school, right? I didn't want to give that job up. I needed that income. I'd go get my chemo on Wednesday. And they give me a pump for a different drug, and I had to have it in through Friday, and Friday I'd go get it taken out, and I'd be okay. In the first 2 weeks, I get my chemo every 2 weeks. It was okay. But what chemo does, it builds. So all of a sudden, I was getting my chemo on a Wednesday. I get my pump out on a Friday. I get home, and I'd lay down on my couch, and I'd sleep the weekend away. Didn't want to eat. Didn't want to do anything. All I remember from my couch, I'd wake up and I'd see my wife. See, my wife was going through the same thing I was going through. She was watching me. And again, when you see somebody in the middle of chemo treatments, holy cow, they don't look good. And I didn't look good. I didn't like it. I had my 2 kids in college. I couldn't help them financially. I couldn't help them emotionally because I was battling for my life. Not gonna, pass away, but I was just battling, trying to get struggle. But what I saw was that I had to do something. I didn't have my wife set up yet. I didn't have my family set up yet. And I'm talking about financially, but emotionally too. And this is my wife and kids. This is when, like 5 years later, this is my wife. She's just a gorgeous woman. I still don't know. These are my 2 kids, Sarah. Yeah, and this is Michael. Sarah's a chiropractor right now, has major debt, had major debt coming out of school. Michael is a high school math teacher, much like me. But at that time period, I was struggling. I just knew I had to do something. I had to I couldn't help my kids. I couldn't help my family. I was not going to leave my wife without helping her set up with something. So I started searching. And I started searching on the internet because I didn't know the internet very well. I really didn't. But what I did, I started searching on the internet for how to make money. So I Googled it, how to make money from home, how to make money on the internet. And I got extremely excited. See, I found the home business industry. Now, what was so amazing was my 7th grade science teacher was in the home business and did extremely well. Now, I started in a business, so I knew how to talk to people. I was a teacher, so I knew how to explain. Hands down, I thought this was it. I was so stinking excited. This was our way, that I was going to pay all my debt back. I was going to set my family up, that all the dreams we had were going to be achieved. But see if this sounds familiar to you. See, I had my business, but I found out it was different, and I was struggling to make money. See, what happened was that, when I had my business, people were coming to me. when I was teaching, my classroom came to me. See, I didn't have to go out and go to them. So there was a difference there. So what was happening, I was spending way more than I was making. I was back in that same track that led me to foreclosure. And I didn't want to do that anymore. It didn't matter how hard I tried. I couldn't get my network marketing business going. Just couldn't do it. Whatever I tried, it didn't happen. My family and friends didn't want to talk to me anymore. Right? I mean, they heard me always talk about my home business. They didn't want to talk to me about it anymore. But I was doing everything my upline told me to do. I did home parties. I prospected in malls. I used the 3-foot rule. I went to the events they told me to. See, I was coachable. I was doing everything they told me to do. It just didn't seem to work. Nothing seemed to work for me. Does that sound familiar to you? Have you been in the home-based business? Have you struggling with your home-based business? See, nothing seemed to work. So I didn't know what to do, but I knew I had to do something. And then I ran across a simple formula and put it in action. And guess what? Our life changed. We left the heartache, the pain, and the doubt behind. And our dreams started coming true. I did it. We did it. My wife and I went to work together. We built a business. But see, all this time I thought it was my fault. I really thought I wasn't good enough. Deep down, I thought, holy cow, I just know how to do this business. I didn't have what it takes. But it wasn't my fault. And it's not your fault either. So how did I do it? And what did I do differently? Before I show you, though, I want to ask you a question. What are you struggling with most in your business? Struggling with knowing what to say to people when you get in front of them? Struggling with prospecting? Maybe it's recruiting. Or what to say to them on the phone? Or finding new people to talk to? Prospects or leads. That's what this is all about. See, the biggest challenge for most people is finding enough people to talk to, which is leads, prospects. See, there's an old saying, you can make up in numbers what you lack in skills. This is Jim Rohn. I mean, the guy was amazing, but see, here's the truth. If I didn't know how to close people, if I just talked to enough, well, I was going to close people. Every time I was going to talk to somebody new, I was going to get better at it. So I just need to make up with numbers. I had to talk to more people. See, most people did this, and I do this. See, there's a warm, people, if you start in a business, they talk to you about a warm list, 100 names. In fact, there's an unbelievable trainer for network marketing that if you want to get on their email list, his email list, he gives you a memory jogger to remind you of all the people you can talk to. Or you can stalk people at gas stations and malls. And I laugh at this because I lived in Cumberland, Wisconsin. We were about an hour away from Minneapolis, St. Paul. And one night, a friend of mine got in a car, 11 o'clock, drove, and they had a loop around Minneapolis. And we drove that loop, stopping at every gas station, trying to talk to people. See, we didn't know big towns. You know, we thought people were just going to get off work. Maybe we'd catch them coming from factories, hated their life. Well, most of the people were out partying. And they'd talk to us, but they wanted to talk to us about where they were going next, not about business. And I passed out flyers. I even passed out, I got a business card, and every time I got gas, I put a business card in that slot before you put your credit card to pay. I thought it was pretty ingenious, but it just didn't work. The 3-foot rule again. Anybody I came in contact with 3 feet away, I was supposed to talk to them. I bought business opportunity leads and cold called. Now, how cool do you think that was? I'd call people up and they'd say, who are you? and hang up. They might have swore at me. They just didn't want to talk to me. They couldn't remember what they're looking for. And then every social media, I just spam with links. Get on my business, do this, do that. It just wasn't working. But these are the top 3 most effective places to find leads. Facebook, there's 7 billion people on Facebook. Google, YouTube is the 2nd ranked search engine besides Google, and going to overtake them pretty soon. See, I just had to learn how to get in between these and learn how to talk to people correctly and how to get my name out in front of 7 billion people. So that's wrong, great, right? But what do you do? How do you do it? I didn't know. I really didn't. So this is what you do. You build You Incorporated. You don't build your company. See, most people make the mistake of telling everybody about their company instead of branding themselves. If you look at all the top earners, see, you don't even hear about their company. You just hear about them. That's what we're going to try to do for you, is brand you. So why brand you? See, here's the thing. People buy products and services from people they know, like, and trust. Right? They don't buy from people when they don't know them. So what has to happen, excuse me, I just took a drink of water. When you begin branding yourself, you start creating trust, authority, and credibility in the eyes of your prospect. Now, how cool is that? See, as you begin branding yourself, people start looking for you, and that's called attraction marketing. See, really, you is what sets you apart from the marketplace, and you are your greatest asset. So attraction marketing is all about this. You becoming the hunted, not the hunter. See, when I owned a business, people walked into my store. They were looking for things in my store. When I had my business, when I started building my network marketing business, I started hunting people. I started trying to go after them. I soon found I wasn't very good at it. I soon found out I was really kind of an introvert. If people came and talked to me, I was great at it. I'm a teacher. I grew up in a hardware store. I grew up in a real estate store. I can talk to people. But to go try to talk to people themselves, to hunt them down, that was a challenge. So here's what attraction marketing is. Attraction marketing is the art of positioning yourself so the prospects come to you. Just what I'm talking about. No different than my hardware store, when people would come in to talk to me. See, what happens through attraction marketing, you're building that know, like, and trust with your prospects. They learn about you before you ask for a sale. See, they get to know who you are, build some trust up, and then they start wondering, what are you doing to become successful? Now, besides branding and attraction marketing, we're going to talk about utilizing profit centers in your business. And I'm real serious this. By not taking advantage of different profit centers, most people are losing money in their business. Right? You're only setting yourself up to make one income. So we talk about profit centers. It's an additional way to make money outside of your primary source. And Warren Buffett says, do not put all your eggs in one basket. See, network marketing, if that was my only business, that's the only way I could make money. I wanted to have multiple streams of money. So this is what profit centers look like. See, this is you. You're the profit center. We're branding you, or we're doing attraction marketing for you. You have your MLM business, your network marketing business. You're making money from that, but you also are marketing a marketing system. You have tools and resources. And then you have training courses. The top earners understand profit centers. They market all 4 of these. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do tonight. See, this sounds great, right? But where and how do you start? Here we go. Welcome to the internet, baby. This is where it became a real business, is when we could do online marketing. See, this is the myth of internet marketing. One, you need to be technical. Man, I did not know the internet marketing. I didn't know how to put up a website. I knew what a blog was. I really didn't know what an autoresponder was. I just didn't know any HTML, and I didn't want to learn it. That you need to have a website. In all reality, you don't. You know, you can get by with different things. You need to know how internet marketing works. Well, you do, but you don't have to do it well, because you can go through training to get there. And then here's this one that I thought, and I did think this, that all online systems are scams. The same thing when I first got started in network marketing. I thought they were all scams too. And then you need to have high credibility for it to work. You know, we're talking about branding you, but people don't know you at the beginning. We're going to show you what you can do before that as you get going. We're going to let you run off of other people's credibility. This is how internet marketing works. This is a funnel. See, you know, we're talking about PPC ads, which is really ads on Facebook, maybe forum posts, banners, and other people add your Facebook profile, and YouTube videos. All I have a funnel of bringing traffic in and sending people to a personal capture page. And what a capture page is all it is a page that collects people information, collects their email, maybe a name, maybe a phone number. From that email autoresponder, you start to follow up and build a relationship. If you get their phone number, you give them a call. If you only get their email, you start sending emails out to them so they get to know who you are. From there, they can find you on Facebook. Excuse me, I had to get a drink of water again. Find you on Twitter, maybe YouTube videos, and YouTube videos are heard, and your personal blog. And then they go to your business opportunity. Now, here's the cool part. Because sometimes when you talk to people, your business opportunity comes straight out. And there's lots of people in network marketing. So they might be in a business that they enjoy. See, but then the question goes, well, how good are you getting at leads? And we kind of bring this back to the 4 pillars, because your business opportunity is one of them. There were 3 other pillars you can market. That's the system I want to talk to you about. So pretty cool, right? Now you know how to market online. That's what I thought when I first heard this, but I did not know how to build a capture page. Kind of knew what one was because I got on a lot of email lists. I wanted to learn. I did not know how to set up an email responder. I had Gmail. I didn't know what else to use. And I had no products to market. So how could I make money? I didn't have my own. Well, here's your solution. It really is. Here was my solution. And this is a company called MLSP, or My Lead System Pro. And what I want to talk to you about is how this works, how it saved my business. See, MLSP is a turnkey marketing system. Meaning you get to market the system. It's a marketing system and training platform featuring 6- and 7-figure earners each week. Every week we have 2 webinars from the top earners in the industry talking about the training and what they do to not only make money, but to generate leads. This is used by the top earners in the world of network marketing and internet marketing. Every person you can reach out to at one point came through MLSP. And this was the big one. It's the premier lead generation system anywhere on the internet. See, we talked about before, people do not have enough people to talk to. And it's been around since 2008. And to tell you the truth, I heard about it. When I got into my network marketing business, I was told by the person who showed me this that I should start MLSP. I just didn't understand it and didn't think I needed it. I thought I could do it on my own. And it was a big mistake. I would have been much higher up where I was than I am now. So here's what you get with MLSP. This is MLSP Sites. This is your own blog. It's a WordPress blog, but MLSP is jam-packed with the best what's working now. Those 6 and 7 earners are teaching us what they're doing for marketing to generate leads. They talk about traffic strategies that can rake in more leads, sales, and signups you'll know about. Every week has live calls and trainings. Every morning I listen to a wake-up call, getting me going, talking, giving me energy about how to do this. And then they have trainings ranging from getting started to advanced marketing strategies. The biggest thing is there's a marketing vault from 7 years ago, right from the start, that I can go back and see, well, how these people do this. And it's on a video and PDF file. I can go through and try to learn what they did so I can figure out how to do it for myself. This is a $1,497 value. So we talked about capture pages, and to really build an email list, you have to have giveaways. Well, I didn't have a product for a giveaway. I didn't know how to make a product for a giveaway. So this is one of the biggest problems. They have no value to give away when they first get started. But see, inside of MLSP, they have trainings, they have offers, and all you can do is you can give them away for prospects for free in exchange for an email address. And you start building your list where you start building up that know, like, and trust. Now, this was key for me because we talk about making products, and I am in a network marketing company, and I do okay in it. But inside MLSP, there's 100% profit products. Meaning what happens is these top earners make products, and we get to market them and get 100% profit. See, we take the products and trainings from the biggest name in the industry, from Ray Higdon, from Mark Harbert, from Michelle Pelescu, I'm going to butcher her name, from Rob Four. See, all I got to do is market them, and everything's set up for me, show them to people, and when people purchase them, I get 100% of that. These products go from $5. See, when I got started, I didn't want to sell a big item because I didn't know how to do that, to $1,500. If I sold a $5 item, I got $5. If I sold a $1,500, I got $1,500. We just went through a big product launch that we're selling for VideoMart. It's really cool. And then when you're ready, they have a product we call Funnelizer, where you get to create your own products. What Funnelizer is, it lets you create your own capture pages so you can brand yourself. Right? You can create beautiful professional capture pages, sales pages. Put your own video in there. Complete entire funnels. Now again, I didn't know how to do that. Well, I went through some training. All it is a 60, about a 5-6 minute training video that starts setting me up my own Funnelizer. And there's trainings in our back office that works you through how to build an entire funnel. And I have my own capture page. I have my own Funnelizer. I didn't have that anywhere else. So you can buy different products. There's different companies out there that market them. There's leadpages.com, there's clickfunnels.com. They're all unbelievably expensive. This was part of MLSP. And then with MLSP, I got my own contact relationship manager. So if somebody comes in my business, they'll automatically go to this. If I start talking to them, I can take notes on them. I can schedule follow-up appointments if I need to. If I'm calling them, I can send customized emails. They will be on my autoresponder, but this is a little different because I get to talk to them one-on-one and just take notes. Like, what do they like? I mean, what kind of business do they have? What are they looking for? How can I help them? So when I go talk to them, I have a little bit of information that I can kind of work through. So, you may be wondering, how do you know MLSP is the industry's most trusted system? Because it's just me. I'm just telling you that. But here's what's going on. Since 2008, MLSP affiliates, see, we're an affiliate marketing program. has generated over 2.8 million leads and earned 9.6 million in commissions on the side as they build their network marketing and MLM business. So let me show you what some people say. This is April Marie Tucker, Instagram queen, we call her. Within 6 months, she was able to leave her cocktail waitressing job and be at home with her kids. Now she's a six-figure earner and able to provide her kids like nothing before. See, she has free trainings in our back office, how you can use Instagram to get leads. Unbelievable leader in our industry. Frank Marino is from Germany. It's allowed him to generate over 46,000 leads and sign up over 1,000 people and make over 130,000 plus from the people who said no. See, the people who said, no, I don't want your network marketing business. And he just say, well, hey, how are you doing at generating leads? And he introduces them to MLSP. And he sold over $130,000 plus from those people. Mark Harbert, we call him the Video King. And he just put out a product. And I'm actually in the mastermind with Mark, and he's one of my coaches. What he does, he's one of these top earners. And one of the people that are on our calls every weekend, I Skype with Mark all the time. He is built his income. He's built his life. Now his goal is to teach other people how to do the same thing. Diane Hockman's from Bristol, Connecticut. She's our top affiliate marketer. Been with MLSP since the beginning. She's been in the home business industry for 15 years. And she does things totally different. Just amazing. She's a storyteller. She actually has products in the back, but she is one of these trainers that talk to us all the time about the mindset, about what we need to be doing, how we talk to people, how we present ourselves to people. Amazing what she helps me with. So this is what MLSP does. We have 100% ironclad money back guarantee. If you don't get leads or make money in your business during a 10-day test drive, you're going to get all your money back. It's just how it is. So this is what we call a mastery program. It costs $10 to get started, almost a no-brainer, because you get for 10 days, you can sign up and get exactly into our back office and see everything that's in our back office you get to work with. You get to feel this out. And if it's not for you, you just say, hey, I don't want to do this, and they give you $10 back. So I talked to you before, if you're taking notes, this is the $10 trial. To go there, you go to marknelsononline.com/test drive. marknelsononline.com/test drive. And you're actually going to go to a sales page. And that sales page, you're going to hear a video from Brian Finale, who is one of the CEOs and the people who started MLSP. Go through all the benefits again. But before you do that, I want you to hang with me for just a second, because I really have something special for you. See, if you do this today, you're not only going to access the My Lead System Pro, but you're also going to get a one-on-one call with me. And not just one, as many as you need to get yourself started out right. So why me, right? So here's Steve Kribda. Steve and I are in the same MLL business right now, also in MLSP. So this is a quick testimonial from my good friend, Mark Nelson. You know, I know Mark, and he's one of the most authentic marketers in our industry today. If you're considering working with him, stop considering, get with him, and align yourself with him. Because there's one thing I know about him is that he's dedicated himself to bring as many people to the top as possible. See, Steve always talks about serving people, helping people. And to tell you the truth, if you want to make money in this industry, you make money by helping people. So this is Peter Nugent from Australia. Peter, now the reason I say Peter is actually a personal trainer, was struggling in the personal training industry. And he started with MLSP, and he worked with Mark Harbert. Mark taught him things that he needed to do to market his industry. And now he's one of the top personal trainers in Australia. And his goal is to get out of it because he knows he can make it on network marketing. Dayton Anderson's from Allentown, Pennsylvania says about the same thing. I work with Dayton in a mastermind group. Dayton and I, we share things unbelievably well. We talk to each other, help each other out. We're just passionate about this industry, passionate about helping people because it's not about us anymore. We're starting to make money. We want to help you make money. So this is how you get started tonight. So if you have your notepad out, this is what I want you to write down. It says you go to http://marknelsononline.com/test drive. When you get there, it's a sales page. So you're first going to see a big video. Listen to the video and go all the way down the bottom. And you're going to see this add to cart. And if you click on that, it's going to take you to where you can sign up. And the first thing is your account information setup. It's going to ask for a username. And I suggest you put in your first name if you're possible. Now, my username is Mark Nelson 13. I just couldn't, there's a lot of Mark Nelsons out there, so I had to go to 13, and 13 is my birthday. So that's what I use. But I suggest some form of your first name. You have to put a password and password verification in, and you can get started tonight. Now, when you get started, what I suggest you do is you go to the top of the menu, and there is Get Started Here button, and click that down. There are 6 training videos that takes you all through this, how to get your system set up in MLSP. After you go through those 6 training things, I'm going to get an email, and we're going to set up a time where I can help you get going. Where we'll talk about what you want, the marketing strategy you want to focus on, and I'll help you get started in that. And I'll help you all the way along your journey. Now, again, this is the end of the webinar. So I want you to take notes on this. Again, it's marknelsononline.com/test drive. Right, marknelsononline.com/test drive. Click on, watch the video, click on add to cart, set your account up, and then watch the video and say get started here. Now, at the beginning of this webinar, I talked to you about, we had some free training I wanted to give you. So here it is. And this is about advertising on Facebook. It's marknelsononline.com/Facebook. It's a 90-minute training video about how you can make your mark on using Facebook to build your business. Also comes with a 77 page PDF page that has pictures that shows you exactly what you need to do to get started building your business on Facebook. Remember, Facebook has 7 billion people on it. We build businesses using Facebook. We build businesses using social media. I just never knew how to do them again. So once again, please go to marknelsononline.com/test drive. Get your trial started today. It's a no-brainer. It's $10. After 10 days, if you don't like it, get your money back. But go in it and look at the training. Go through some of it. To take 10 days of training and just take notes. Try to figure this out. This is for you. Get this free training tonight. There's no opt-in. Just marknelsononline.com/Facebook. Download your PDF and watch the video. I appreciate you all here tonight. Again, this is brand new for me for this platform. So if I struggled through it, I apologize, but this was exciting. So hey, thanks. I hope to see you soon on the inside, and we will talk to you later. And I'm going to sign out now. See you later. Bye.